Welcome back all of you children. This class I am going to discuss certain additional methods of dictionary. Dictionary means unordered collection of values which consist of key and value pair. Dictionary elements are key value pair. There will be key is there and there will be a value also there. They are separated by using colon. And the dictionary elements are separated by using comma. Key and value separated by using colon and the dictionary elements are separated by using comma. Now we can see certain additional methods which we can use along with the dictionary. The first method is pop item. Pop, that method pop which we already studied in list and also in tuple. The method pop will remove the last element from the sequence. Here also the method is pop item which will remove the last element in the dictionary. It will remove the last element from the dictionary and the removed element will be displayed also. And the removed element also will be returned and which we can be displayed. See, I'll show you the example. I just written one dictionary over there. This is the dictionary where India is the key value and New Delhi is key and the New Delhi is the value part. Here Japan is the key and Tokyo is the value. Now I am going to use print. So pop item is returning a value. That is why I am using the print along with the pop item. So I am using lang.pop item. Lang.pop item. Lang is a dictionary name dot its method pop item which will remove the last element from the dictionary. And after that I am just displaying the lang. See what will happen now. When you run this program, the last element is Germany which will be removed and the remaining elements in the dictionary is these are the remaining elements in the dictionary. Is it clear? So pop item will remove the last element and the removed element, it will return the removed element. It's returning the removed element. That is why I can use the pop item method along with the print statement. If it is not returning, then we cannot use a print statement along with the return along with the function. If you are using, then it will give you the answer none, which we already discussed in the previous class. So the pop item will return the removed element. Now we can see the next method. Next method is from key. From key that is used to create a dictionary from an existing sequence. From keys is used to create a dictionary from a given sequence. From a given sequence, you can create a dictionary. I'll show you that example. Here I just written about the del keyword, which we already discussed in the previous class. Del is a method to remove an element from the dictionary. Pop item will remove the last element from the dictionary. Del will remove the specified element from the dictionary. And that I will discuss later. Now this is the method, next method from keys. I'll show you that from keys. From keys is the method which is used to create a dictionary from a given sequence. See, I am going to write here S is equal to, I am going to create a list here. It is a list. It is enclosed in square brackets, so that means S is a list. Understood now? Now I am going to create a dictionary from S. From the list S, I am going to create a dictionary. So my dictionary name is D. D is equal to dict. Dict is a method. Dict is actually it is a class, and you can call dict dot from keys. Yes, from keys. And from S, we are going to create a dictionary. S is the list. See that S is a list. From the list S, we are going to create a dictionary by using the method from keys. You can use dict. Dict is a keyword. Dict dot from keys of S. Now just use the print statement, print D. Just run the program. You can see the last print statement, see 1, 2, 3, 4. I didn't give any value for the dictionary. I didn't give any value for the keys. So automatically the value will be replaced as none. All the given value will be taken as the key and the value is not given, so it will be replaced with none. Understood all of you? I will write, instead of this list, I am going to write it as a tuple. It is a tuple. Now try out the same effect. You can see over there. From the existing tuple, it creates a dictionary and the value is replaced with none. It's a dictionary. One is a key value, its value is none. Now, along with this one, I can give the value also. See that I am going to write V equal to, I am going to give the value as 100. V equal to 100. So that means for all the key, this value will be replaced. So that must be mentioned along with the method. See that S is the sequence and the key values are mentioned in that sequence and values mentioned inside the variable V, and that is the second argument of this function, this method. So for each key, this value will be replaced. I'll show you that one. See now, 100, 200, 3 and 4. All the keys values replaced with 100. Previous case there is no value be given there, so it will be replaced with none. Now we provided the value, so that value is given for all the keys. Understood all of you? Now instead of giving a single value, I can give a list like this. See that I am going to give 100, 200. I am going to give 100, 200. So that means for all the key, this particular value will be given as the value. See, I will run the program and see the answer. That list will be taken as the value for each key. See that 1 colon this list, 2 colon this list, and again 3 colon the same way. So whatever the value we are giving, that will be given to each key value. So what is the purpose of from key? From keys is used to create a dictionary using from an existing sequence. This sequence can be a list or a tuple. From the existing sequence, you can create a dictionary by using the method from keys. And you can see the next method. Next method is this one, copy. Copy is used to create a copy of the existing dictionary. It is used to create a copy of the existing dictionary. See that I can write it like this. I'll show you one example here. I have a this one, dictionary Lang is there. Lang is the dictionary which is already defined here. Now I am going to use new dictionary. New dict is equal to, new dict is a user defined name. It's a name. New dict is equal to Lang dot, Lang is the dictionary name, copy. So that means whatever there in the Lang, which will be copied to new dict also. The same copy of the Lang will be there in new dict. Now I can write print new dict. Just run the program. The new dict will be the existing dictionary itself. See that the existing dictionaries, India, New Delhi, Japan, Tokyo. So that is the existing dictionary. Is it clear? Already we just removed Berlin from there, Germany from there. So automatically remaining element will be there in the dictionary Lang, and which will be copied to new dict. So that is that function, or that is that method. Now you can see the one more method, that is set default. Set default. It is small letter, not capital letter. Set default, S is small letter. I'll show you then. Set default is actually, it is just displaying the corresponding value part of the given key. Whatever the key you given, its value part will be displayed. See, I'll show you that one. I am going to use print set your dictionary name is Lang dot set default. I am going to say the key name as India. So whatever the key is given, its value will be displayed. See the last one. I'll give a heading here, print set default. Yes, sorry. Just run the program and see the answer. Set default, it's just displaying the value of the given key. So given key is India, its value is New Delhi. It's just displaying the given key's value will be displayed. Now, if you are giving one more argument here as, I'm going to give one more argument here as Delhi and just run it. There are two arguments you can give for the set default method. I just given India and second one as Delhi. You just run it and you can see the same effect which you done in the previous execution. It will display the value of the given key. Given key is India. Its value is New Delhi is displaying here. Now, I am going to remove this India from this dictionary. India is removed from the dictionary. And I am going to use lang.setDefault India Delhi. So, India is not there in the dictionary. Again, I am trying to display the value of the key India. Understood? Previous execution, you have India is there in the dictionary. And this will display the value of that particular key. Here actually, in my dictionary, India is not there. The key India is not there. And I am using the setDefault function or setDefault method to search India there in the dictionary. And what will happen? Check it. The key is not existing in the dictionary. See, I got the answer Delhi here. That means if the given key is not present in the dictionary, then this will be inserted into the dictionary and its key value will be displayed. Understood what I said? If the given key is not present in the dictionary, given key is India. Now India is not present in the dictionary. If it is not present, then this given value will be inserted into the dictionary. After that, it will be displayed. Its key value will be displayed there. Its value will be displayed over there. Now I am going to just print lang, L-A-N-G, lang. Just run the program and see then whether it is inserted or not. Yes, see that India is inserted in the dictionary. India is inserted in the dictionary. All of you understood? So actually, what is the use of this set default? It's just displaying the value of the given key. If the given key is not present in the dictionary, then this key and value will be inserted into the dictionary and its value will be displayed. Understood? All of you understood now? Now here India is not there, but when I try to display the lang, that is India is displaying there because this set default is already inserting the India into the dictionary. Here already we have this one is there. What is that? Germany, Berlin is there, but we use the pop item. That is why Germany is removed from the dictionary. All of you understood? Now see the next method. Next method is this one. Next is function. So these are the methods. So see once again the method pop item, which is used to remove the last element from the dictionary. Next one is from keys. Using any given sequence, you can create a dictionary. Next is copy. Copy is used to create a copy of the given dictionary. And the next one is set default. Set default will display the value of the given dictionary, given key. If the given key is not present in the dictionary, then the given key will be inserted into the dictionary. Now we can see certain functions. The first function is sorted. Sorted function will sort the given keys. Sorted function will sort the given keys and it will display the given key. I will show you the example. See that I am not using the pop item here. I am just removing all these things. Yes, I am just removing everything. Now this is present Lang dictionary. Now go through that example. Now just in Japan and Germany, only 2 key values are there. And after that, I just inserted India into this one by using the set default method. When you display the Lang dictionary, you will have 3 elements. One is Japan, one is Germany, and another one is India. 3 elements will be displayed there in the screen. And after that, I am going to use print. It is a method, so we will not use the dictionary name on the left side. I can use sorted inside the bracket Lang. Sorted inside the bracket Lang. It's a function. So argument inside the bracket or dictionary name inside the bracket. Sorted Lang. So what I told you, sorted function will sort the key values. Key values will be sorted and displayed. Now first we can see the content of the Lang, and after that the sorted value you can see over there. So what is the content of the Lang? You can see the content of the Lang is Japan, Germany and India. These are the content of the Lang, and which will be sorted in this way: Germany, India and Japan. Based on the ASCII value, A, B, C, D, like that. G will be coming first, then I, then J. So Germany, India and J will be displayed. Only the key value will be displayed when you use the sorted function. Now, along with Lang, if I am using item, I am using item. When you run this program, see what will happen. Yes, it is showing the error message. Dict object has no attribute item. Can you say what is this method? Is it item? Which we already studied in the last class. We studied one method. It is items, not item. It is not dict.items. So lang.item, which will give you both key and value. Both key and value. Now run it. When you run this one, you will get both key and value. See that Germany, India and Japan. It is in sorted order. Sorted based on the key, not on the value. Sorted based on the key. So Germany, India and Japan will be displayed there. So both key and value will be there. And the next function is del. Del is the next function. Del is used to remove the specified element from the dictionary. The specified key value will be removed from the dictionary. Whatever you have to specify the key, and after that, whatever the key and value will be removed from the dictionary. See, there you can see there is an example is written over there. Company is the key, model is the key, and year is the key. And what I told you is del is a method. So inside the bracket, del of sum of model. You have to say the key name, sum of model. So this particular element will be removed from the dictionary. Okay, so that is a function of del. And the same del, you can use it this way. I am going to just say del. I am using just this del of del inside the bracket. I am going to say Lang. That means complete dictionary will be removed. If you are using del Lang, so complete Lang will be removed. After that, if there is no print over there, it is not returning any value. After that, if you trying to display the Lang, now you understood, del will remove the complete dictionary. The complete dictionary, it is not empty, completely dictionary will be removed. And if you trying to display Lang again, it will show the error message because dictionary is not existing there. Now run this program. So first we can see the dictionary with the 3 elements. After that, I just use del of Lang. The Lang dictionary is removed. And again, if I am trying to print Lang, so you can say name Lang is not defined. That means dictionary is not existing. Dictionary is not existing. That is why that particular message is displayed. See, this del method can be used to remove the entire dictionary. If you are using del of lang of, I am going to say Germany, then only Germany will be removed. Only Germany will be removed from the dictionary. So this will be del of lang of Germany. Only Germany will be removed, and you can see the example here, how it is executing. See that only Germany will be removed, remaining Japan and India will be there in the dictionary. Understood? So that is all about the different methods and functions of dictionary. So once again go through the functions. Sorted, del. Sorted is used to sort the key values. Set default, which will display the keys of the key value, which will display the value of the given key, not key, which will display the value of the given key. If the given key is not present in the dictionary, then the given will be inserted into the dictionary. Next, copy, it will create a copy of the given dictionary. From keys, it will create a dictionary from the given sequence. Pop item will remove the last element from the dictionary. Okay, children, that is all about this class. Now we can study the next topic in the next class.